There have been so many things coming into my house that at a certain point, I need to reorganize. Man, I can't even drink this right now. I think this is burning hot. Yep, burning hot. Not going to drink it just yet. All right. This is the board game equivalent or the Devon equivalent of the Room of Requirement. Just kind of like, a collection of random things that have come my way, and they're not really full board games on their own, but they are things that have come in the mail that I did want to go over. And it's not really kind of like the Kickstarter deliveries that have been coming to the house, which have been quite numerous in recent weeks. So let me just jump into kind of the stuff that's come. These are cards from Theory 11. You know what? Let me make sure that I have the top down on. I probably should do that, shouldn't I? Okay, so the top down's on. I've got that set up. These are playing cards from Theory 11. I sent 2 decks of these to Shira and Jesse as gifts because I saw ads for the Harry Potter ones here, which, as you can see, are quite pretty looking, and that's just on the outside. So I sent 2 decks of these for Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff to Shira and Jesse, and in doing so, I was kind of like, I kind of want some of these myself. So I got blue Harry Potter ones to go along with House Ravenclaw, which Amber and I are both House Ravenclaw. They've got, a nice little thing that shows off their cards, and then they've got these like really nice jokers which show off Dobby, the house elf, and then Hagrid, the keeper of keys. So that is gorgeous. But like when you get to the face cards, they've just got these fantastic cards here that I think are exceptional to look at. You've got Neville Longbottom, you've got Luna Lovegood, you've got Professor Snape, and then over here you've got Dumbledore, and you've got Sirius Black, Professor McGonagall, and you've got Voldemort, and I think that's Bellatrix Lestrange, and then you've got Draco Malfoy. And then over here, of course, you've got Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley. And so just a really beautifully hand-drawn artwork on the cards, and then the cards themselves are very exquisitely made. So these are Theory 11, and as I mentioned, I got, let's see, are these the same? Yep, so these are Harry Potter ones, and then I got a 007 one, which I thought was also pretty cool because I love James Bond. I grew up watching those, and if you go to the face cards, they're just very clever, holding a pen, click, 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 boom, holding a queen, kind of like a Bond girl, and then the king has got the pistol there. So really cool artwork on that as well. So that's James Bond, and then I've got one for Harry Potter here. And the last one is Dune. I've got one for Dune as well because ever since watching Denis Villeneuve's not HBO, but is it Warner Brothers, I think? Or Legendary? Anyways, the Villanueva remake of Dune that's come out with Part 2 coming out in 2023. I've loved that. I've since read the book, and I really enjoyed that and want to keep reading other books in the series. So these 3 are cards from Theory 11. I really enjoy just card games as well. I don't need it to be as involved as a board game. I enjoy that. So cards from Theory 11. This was a mysterious gift that for a while I was unsure who it came from until I realized that it was the very kind, the very sweet Alex, who, because I'm doing some work with him now, he qualified or attributed this gift to a new employee present, which I thought was really, really sweet. And so he sent this to me, and this is an Ember Mug. If you know Alex at all, you know that he likes his coffee. And if you know Alex at all beyond that, you know that Alex likes his coffee at a very particular temperature. I have actually purchased one of these for my mother, I believe. Yep. And so I've actually got one, I think, at my house because she uses it when she's over and like watching our kids. And this is apparently just not the way to open this. Apparently I felt like that was the exact same thing I was doing on the other corner. But yeah, so if you don't know what an Ember Mug is, it is a Bluetooth-enabled electric mug that keeps it at a particular temperature. I cut through that and didn't need to because that was just a pull-out sticker. And so if I can take this out, let me get this. Oh, that's a nice like top-down view, right, ready to go. So this is the Ember Mug. As you can see, it's a little bit bulkier on the bottom because it's kind of got its battery that charges it, and you connect it to the Bluetooth app, and then you have this charging base for it, and it charges it to the temperature that you want, and it keeps it hot. So I will likely use this for tea more than I do coffee because I don't drink as much coffee. I did have some coffee this morning, and that was coffee from the little Bialetti Mocha Express that we got. Really lovely, like copper induction rings. Copper induction rings. Copper looks beautiful. So I obviously need to charge it before my use. I'm just gonna stick it on there because it's gorgeous to look at. So, and also, Alex knows me so well. He got me plain black, which I do love. Boring colors because I am, as so many people say, a robot and not a real human. Anyways, let's see. That looks like that's where that goes right there. Boop. Perfect. All right, so Ember Mug, thank you so much. Theory 11 cards. I'm going to slot those over there. Temperature does matter. Boom. All right, temperature control mug with those cards. This right here is actually a record. This is a 7-inch, 33 1/3 speed record to play while you're reading along to Mind Management. And I was given this as a little extra add-on gift. So Matt Kent, who is the artist and creator of the Mind Management graphic novel, also worked on the board game. I met him actually not because of Mind Management. I just met him at Gen Con last year and then became friends with him and started to play some board games with him. And I wanted to support him, so instead of purchasing it through Amazon or anything, I purchased it off his website. And he sent these along with volume 2 and 3, which are what I ordered. So I'm excited to listen to this because I do have a record player, so I can actually listen to this. I'm excited to check that out. I think that is such a cool little add-on. But if you have not read the graphic novel, but you have the board game and you enjoy it, it's actually a very nice read in terms of what story it's showing and revealing, and it also makes way more sense when you're playing the board game and you start to realize who all of these characters are because you see them in the words. In the words. You start to see them in the words. You start to see what they are in the board game and how it relates to them in the main graphic novel. This is a DM's Player Shield. This is for MÖRK BORG. MÖRK BORG is absolutely a heavy metal, like undead death RPG from Free League Publishing. So Free League Publishing sent me a couple things that are upcoming. I actually already have a copy of this, so I'm going to give this away. Might as well do it in this video. So if you want this core rule book for MÖRK BORG, then just in the comments below, I want you to say, teach me how to MÖRK BORG, teach me how to MÖRK BORG. And I'll pick from those comments and send this your way. This is a, Free League Publishing is kind of a RPG creator that I almost pretty much give like a blank check to. Anything they do, I'm interested in because I think they make such exceptional work. And this is like a really cool, nice setup here. So, as the DM, you'll have all of these reminders that you can keep in front of you. And then it does give quite a fantastic artwork. I'll show that off on the front, and then I'll show it off on the top cam as well because I love Free League's art in all of their different things, but MÖRK BORG has such a unique look to it. It is absolutely like next level. And I love this like accordion fold that this thing can do. And it's got like this really nice little space for these to slip into, little corners there. Really excited about this. So this I did not have. This obviously I did have, or otherwise I wouldn't be giving it away. So I'm excited to jump into this. I'm looking to do some more RPG content because I really enjoy it. And then this is Heart of Darkness. So this is a new cinematic scenario for the Alien role-playing game. if you haven't heard me talk about Alien, or specifically the Free League system of the cinematic scenarios and the campaign system, the cinematic scenarios are like pre-designed, pre-outlined narratives that a DM and the players can just kind of jump into, and they really allow you to just get into the game and not worry about like character creation and like the plot of the story. Like, this really just gives everybody a guide. So this is a complete cinematic scenario, a new one. It's standalone for is it 3 to 5 players? Yeah, 3 to 5 players plus the GM or the game mother, which harkens back to the computer from Alien, the mother. So this has the scenario book. It has a double-sided map that you can use for the location that you're playing in. It's got 7 pre-generated characters to choose from, and then player maps and handouts. So you do need the core rulebook or the starter set that's got a soft cover rulebook so that you can, know the main stuff. But if you have those, which you can get digitally as well, then this is a cinematic scenario that's ready to go. This is probably my favorite RPG I've played in. And, I do D&D regularly, so I really, really enjoy what Free League has done with Alien. All right, so that's the RPG stuff from Free League, the Ember Mug, the playing cards, the record. These are some cardboard locations from X-Men and X-Men, or just X-Men Marvel United and base Marvel United. These go along with Marvel United, and Joe sent these to me, and he asked me, he goes, hey, do you have the cardboard locations? Because he sent me the organizer, which is actually outside the door of the studio right now. He sent that to me, and he said, do you have the cardboard locations? And I said, no, I just have the regular cardstock ones that come with the game. And his response was, ew, those will look terrible in my custom insert. So he sent these to me so that they could showcase what the insert can do a little bit better. So like, for example, this is just all the cardboard locations for Marvel United. Oh, what are these? Oh, location effects. Oh, okay, gotcha. So this is extra. So I can punch these out. These are, I'm going to punch them out, and then I'm going to want to slot them back in there, which means they're not going to fit. Essentially what this does is this takes all of the cardstock and replaces them with a thicker cardboard piece to it. So, gonna be a lot more stable, I guess, in terms of everything that you need. And if you're gonna play the game again and again and again, they'll last longer than the cardstock. It will definitely also make the organizer heavier because you're replacing cardstock with cardboard, which is much thicker and much heavier. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. So these are all of the locations for the base game. And then over here, these are all of the locations for X-Men if they want to come out. Which I'm going to assume that this is that extra piece thing, since it looks a little bit different. Is it going to come out? Oh, nope, that's just a filler piece. Is this going to come out? There we go. Location effects. Boom. Might as well, when you make a mistake once, make the mistake again is what I say. So we're going to slot these in here. These are all of the same locations for, what's that? That's something different. Alternative end of turn, the danger room. Oh, so that's just like a specific different location, I guess. Interesting. I haven't experienced that place yet in the X-Men stuff that I've done. All right, let's get all that stuff in there. There we go. Okay, so that's the X-Men one as well. Cardboard locations. And then I know some people have been looking at these already. I know because I've gotten comments on it. These are 3D printed minis for Forbidden Stars, the fan-made expansion. They are already done. And they look much better than anything I could have done. They look much better than the cardboard standees that were offered along with that printing. And I am happy about how these look. I think these are going to be much more in line with everything that I've come to expect from the core game or the base game. I've got all of these standees that are nice here for the, there we go. All these standees that I need for the ships. Looks like I'm missing one standee somewhere. I don't know. No, I'm not missing one. I just can't see. I just can't use my eyeballs. So these are the minis for the Tau army, I believe. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. I think these are the minis for the Tau army. There we go. Got 2 small ships, 2 big ships, these like tanks there, and then all of those regular minis. And then these are the big bad minis that are the heaviest land unit. So there we go. Boom. All of these are part of the Galaxy in Flames expansion for Forbidden Stars, which I have just got. I'm actually going to be showing these off again in a different video. Just because these came in the mail, I wanted to show them off in this video too. But I definitely want to show them off in full in the video that I'm going to be doing where I'm talking about upgrading my favorite game, which is Forbidden Stars. And I'm going to be showing off all of that because these are pretty dope. And I'm going to be sharing the places where I got all of these, like on Etsy and stuff like that, so that if you're interested in these games, you can find those yourself as well. But for goodness sake, I cannot wait to play the expansion for Forbidden Stars. So all of these came in as well, and I cannot wait to check them out. That's pretty much everything that's not just like a game that's come in. I think that's pretty much all the miscellaneous stuff that has arrived in the intervening weeks since I have been back from Essen. Thanks for being patient, guys. I have been out of it. I've been sick. I'm still sick. And like the pace at which I have been putting out stuff and, finishing videos and stuff like that. I also haven't been able to film here for like a whole week because my mother-in-law had COVID. So me being sick, my mother-in-law having COVID, not being able to film here, also just trying to catch up from Essen and stuff. I've just been out of it. So I appreciate all of your patience. Yeah. All right. I'm going to move on to all the other stuff that's come in, which is a sizable amount of stuff. So see you guys next time. Do I need to do a timestamp? Oh, I didn't even do a regular intro. Let's just do that now. We'll just do that for the outro. Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood board gamer, and this is Devin Talks Tabletop, the YouTube channel where the games are made up. What I say doesn't matter. Timestamp.